Joy on the track. Supreme Joy. Nate the Great. World peace. Peace and love, everything. World peace, world peace. World peace, world peace. Vibration so high. Vibration so high. Beautiful is the sky. New earth, new birth. Love, joy. Euphoria boys with the royal boys. World peace, world peace. World peace, world peace. New reality with ease. Negativity cease. This is world peace. I'm all we need. Joy in me. Compassion from the heart. Living in the heart. Joy from the start. Watch me build the art in my thoughts. Joy in my heart. Quantum jump. World peace, world peace, world peace, world peace. Happiness, joy. Hey guys, welcome to my review for Goblin Slayer. I have my notes here so I can stay on track. So, Goblin Slayer is a really good anime, but it's really dark. It's really dark anime. I would recommend this anime. I like it. It's an adventure anime with a lot of adventure. That's one thing that I actually really enjoy about this show. I really like watching those shows with a very good sense of adventure. I really like how there's always something to do. They're always questing to find the next big thing. I like how the characters that we meet in this show, as the show goes on, I really like the characters that we meet, and I think they make the Goblin Slayer a more complete package. Absolutely. He, I like how he's just called the Goblin Slayer. You know, he just hunts goblins, and he like reached like a really high level, just killing goblins. One thing that I actually enjoyed about Goblin Slayer, I liked how they did excellent flashbacks in this show. I think that they did a great job with flashbacks. Every time they do a flashback in this show, it's always like pretty relevant information. And I would like to see other shows take notes from that. Like when you have flashbacks, don't make them boring. I really like the world of Goblin Slayer. The animals, the monsters are really intelligent and they actually know what they're doing. Like, you know, those goblins, they definitely knew what they were doing. You know, they were very devious creatures and, you know, they knew what they were doing in those scenes with the girls. I do actually really enjoy the art style of Goblin Slayer. I really enjoy how the characters you know, present themselves and express themselves. I like their wardrobe, what they wear. Very cool. Once again, this is a very bloody show. Like, people die in this show. There's a lot of darkness and parts of despair. You know, there's some parts where you feel like, you know, things is not gonna be okay. And you know, when I was watching this show, it was back when every week there was a new episode. So there's certain episodes in this show where it's like really dark and despair, and you know something crazy will happen, and then you have to wait another week to figure out what happened. So it's like crazy. But Goblin Slayer is a very sweet show. I like the weapons that they used, and the Goblin Slayer is very crafty in this anime. I really like how you know, he comes up with these awesome strategies to take, you know, strategically take out the goblins. One thing that I really liked about Goblin Slayer was the magic. I think they did a great job when it was here. at displaying the magic. We when we did see it, it was awesome. And the final thing before I get to my cons is that I like how they did the guild in this show. You know, they really did get the whole friendly atmosphere. You know, everybody liked each other and were friends. They really did that really well. So real quick, I only put 4 things down for my cons because I really do like Goblin Slayer. It's a great show. Go check it out on Crunchyroll. There might be some other ways to check it out. Um, Real quick though, one thing that I really, the one thing that I don't like about this show is I really felt like there could have been more nudity, you know, in this anime. You know, that's something, you know, I really like the plot, you know. We need more plot. Um, yeah, you know, I just think that's one way to make more lasting characters. Um, and it's just, you know, something that I'm passionate about. That plot, man, that plot. More mythical creatures, you know. I would have liked to see more, you know, just like really cool creatures of power, you know, maybe even some gods like Thor or Fenrir, maybe some of those Norse gods in there. So maybe yeah, you know, Goblin Slayer's world is really cool to have some brief mentions of you know, very powerful beings. I would have liked to see more maybe like a goblin deity or a goblin uh slayer that was like a legendary hero or something, or just, you know, just more mythical creatures. But they did a good job in the anime. I would have liked to see more magic in this show for sure though, because when we did see the magic, it was really cool. Like the scrolls, there was a particular part in the anime when they used like these magical scrolls. It was just really cool. I would have liked to see more what the producer and the writer had up their sleeve. And finally, I would have liked to see more information when they were talking about the powerful heroes and powerful beings of the past that came and made a big impact on the world. I really like to mention when they did that, and I think it would have been really cool to see more of that. Maybe we could have got a glimpse at some really powerful beings that could bring more awesome magic and maybe really cool abilities to the table. I would have liked to seen more like enchantments with weapons. I would have liked to seen some fiery swords. Shout out to Archangel Michael. Maybe, you know, this show was going on kind of at the same time as Shield Hero, so it would have, you know, this would have been cool to see some type of powers. I'd see when I see Goblin Slayer, it's just a lot of potential. But who knows what the seasons down the road will hold, because I believe Goblin Slayer was fairly popular and really people a lot of people like Goblin Slayer. Yeah, but this is really a really dark anime. There's some really dark parts in the show. Some rape, some, you know, some people dying, and this is one of those shows like you feel, there's some parts where you feel that despair, like, oh man, this is not good, like, yo, this is crazy. And yo, this is one of them shows, and it's really incredible how a show can do that and produce those feelings in someone. And you can like the characters, and Goblin Slayer does an excellent job at doing that. It's almost, it has some horror elements in it for sure, but there's some comedy. The characters that we meet throughout the show are excellent. I really like the lizard guy, and he would briefly talk about his ancestors sometime. Shout out to that, because the ancestors are very important. And I think all the characters came along nice and made Goblin Slayer an excellent anime. And so I would highly recommend everyone to go check out Goblin Slayer. It is an excellent show. I actually kind of just left it on in the background to review the show a little bit, and I ended up watching it in like a day. So it was really cool. So check it out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.